Alright guys, we are back with another episode of Awesome Apey Orb. It is a VR platformer game, much like Super Mario or something like that, except you're inside of a ball and you control it using two joysticks. So there's 20 levels, we have all of those made. There's 4 worlds, we have those made. Now we're coming up on the last few days, we're just going to hit it with some polish, essentially. There's some things we need to do. Let me see. Wrong project. Awesome Apey Orb. And we have a to-do list, and we just have a few things on it. And I think... Okay, change ball, material alpha based on the world, go through and polish the levels. I do need to find new music for World 3. And I need to advertise the Discord so that people will join and learn to make games. And I need to beat it. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do this one. This one I probably don't need. And then we should probably do this as well. But I need to make sure all the levels are beatable before I do that. And that won't be too hard to do. So we should be able to get all this done in the last... What do we have now? What day is it? We have today, tomorrow, the next day. Then... So we still have about 6 days left. So we should be sitting pretty well on this. And then we'll submit it to Oculus. We'll submit it through App Lab, so you guys will get to see how to do that as well. Really cool thing they got going there. But let's jump into it. Let me go grab a water, and I'll be right back. It should take me about 20 seconds. Okay, very cool. So let's get started. So for the level polishing, I'm really just going to go through and make sure that the lessons I learned are applied to every level. Well, actually, maybe we should do this change ball material based on the world. Let's take a look at that. So the reason we have to do this is that the lighting is different in each world. The contrast on the background is different. So in World 1, it was looking pretty good. Like, you could really barely see the ball. You knew you were in it, but you couldn't see it that well. On these newer levels, you can totally tell. So, and hey to whoever just joined. Glad to have you here. Feel free to ask any questions. Okay, let's see. So you can see you can't really see the ball all that much. So what I need, but let's go back to the main menu. If we go to, let's say, world, this one's actually not bad because you're inside of something. Let's say this one. Okay, so now you can really see the ball. And you can see this is kind of a lava level. You can really see the ball, so I'd like that to be turned down. So let's actually just do that manually. Oh, what's up, Sam? I'm glad you're here. Hey, I'm glad you liked it enough to come back. Today will be a little bit more programming, stuff like that, a little less creative stuff. So no worries if you don't pay crazy attention, but yeah. Let's see. So right now we're just writing a script, Sam, to make sure the ball isn't, because on this really dark contrasted background, you can really see the ball here. And I'm not too pumped about that. So what I need to do is basically take the material and lower the opacity. And it's different, the opacity that I want is different for each world, so we're going to write a quick script that that does this for us. So I guess what we'll need to do, let me see that this looks better. It does look better, clearly better to have the opacity lowered. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So then we'll write the script first, then we'll go through to each world, and we'll just... This is more polishing stuff. The game is pretty much done. So now... Oh, and I did decide, Sam, that I'm going to do the don't let people go to the next level before beating the one before. I think that's the classic choice, so it makes sense that everyone picks it. Let's go to scripts. What would this be under? Level design. What do I have in here? Let me move this out. Sorry, I'm fixing something else right now. Let me put this back in scripts. When your project gets bigger, having a folder that's just called utility is basically totally meaningless. Oh shit. No. Oh my god. I almost deleted the wrong thing. I almost deleted all of this. Like folders and folders worth of stuff. That would have been terrible. Okay. Okay, here we go. We can just call let's call it texture gen. And let's export this. This is something I use in other projects. Yeah, I was just worried that maybe people... No assets were found in your project. I was just worried that, I don't know, I think hopefully people feel good enough about the game that they will not just quit out. It's hard to say, really. Where did I put this texture gen? And I'm gonna call it, what was the other one called? Create cube map or something? Oh, my packages. Yeah, cube map render. And we'll replace that. Okay, cool. Just a little quick thing we were trying to do. And then it's just a script that changes the material of a ball. I guess this doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put it out here. Oh. Ball alpha changer is what we'll call it. Nothing crazy. Okay, cool. So then we'll basically just want to subscribe to the scene loader, which will be scene manager dot, and then we'll need to import that real quick. So then we'll do dot rs, what is it, scene loaded, and we'll add scene loaded to that, which is not a method that we've written currently, but basically the method that we write will be called each time a scene is loaded. This is something Unity allows you to do. So we'll call this void scene loaded, scene load, scene mode. Cool. So now this will be called each time. And in here we'll basically want to say scene.name. Okay, cool. So let's see here, material, mat, and an enable. Well, actually, let's just do it in start. We'll say mat equals get component renderer, which is where we'll be able to get the material from, dot shared material. Okay, and then scene loaded, we'll say if scene dot name. I don't want to write that each time, so I'm going to put it there. And then now we can just say if name equals dot contains. No, that's not quite right. What we want to do is, because the naming convention, if you recall, for the worlds is going to be 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, all the way up to 1-5. and then it'll go to 2-1, 2-2. So we need to grab this first part of it. So we'll do dot substring 0 to 1, which will give us that first letter. 0 to 1 equals 1. So if it's world 1, and we'll do mat dot color equals it's a nice way to do this. You know what? Unity's vector.scale, they have a function that lets you like scale component wise. I guess that doesn't mean much to you, Sam, but they have an object that lets you scale component wise. And it just doesn't work. Every time I've tried to use it, it just totally hasn't worked. And I don't know what that's about, because it must work, otherwise they would have fixed it a long time ago. It's not like I'm the only one trying to scale a vector. A vector just being like a line or like a point in 3D space, Sam. So we're going to make an extension method for it. It basically returns a vector 3, and it's scale. Scale this vector 3. Dang it. You know what, I actually need to make this in color. But it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Except RGB. No, nobody except me and you right now, Sam. I have my stream pulled up so that I can see the comments. So it's just me and you in here. People normally show up a little bit later if they're gonna show up. Normally we'll get like another 1 or 2 or something like that, but sometimes it can take a minute. Oh, so someone just showed up. You think about editing a little one-on-one. Yeah, just a little one-on-one. Although, whoever just showed up, I'm glad you're here. We're making Awesome Apey Orb. Currently, we're just starting some programming. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. No, so what my strategy is, Sam, is that this is really, I don't really believe anybody is going to go back and watch these streams. RGB. I don't really believe anybody is going to go back and watch these streams. This is just for people to come and sort of hang out and learn to make games while they do it. I'm going to be making other content, and I just put out my first video, but I'm going to be making other content that people would actually consume, and then I'm going to hope that people will be excited enough about that to join the Discord, learn to make some games there, and then maybe they'll want to come hang out with me while I work, just because they know me from the Discord, essentially. So that's kind of the idea. I need to minus this out. Whoever just joined, are you have you made games before? Are you looking to make games, or? I need to open this up real quick. Forgot to do it. World 4 environment. let's call it when the game is done, are you going to make a video about the process? I think so, yeah, like a short video, something like, I made a game in a month here, and I made and released a game in a month. Here's how I did it, that sort of thing. Yeah, I've got some ideas. I need to. I've been a little slow on the come up on the other video ideas, but I have a script right now, and I've got some film equipment behind me. Then I'm gonna. Yeah, I think so, because people want to know that you actually released the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many people on YouTube that I'm like, yeah, is this guy really a game developer? I don't know. You know, because they'll be like, oh, game developer reacts to new Unreal 5 engine demo, and then they're watching it and they're like, you see right here, this looks good. It looks really good. And I'm like, dude, you're not even gonna talk about like the materials or anything like that. We generate downloads too. Yeah, I'm like, I don't believe this guy. This guy's fucking around. No fucking way. Okay, so we were just creating an extension method there so that we could use it in this ball alpha changer. Basically, I wanted to say that the new matte color equals matte color dot scale 1, 1, 1. We don't want to change any of those, but we do want to change the... Dang, what did I actually want here? Why did I even write this method? I don't even know that I needed this. I think it was just... Well, it's good that I have it for later. RGB, and then we'll need to basically figure out an alpha value for this. And what is it currently? Go into my prefabs, player, the ball has a material, and it is 0.1294. Okay, and then we'll want to do the same thing for the other worlds. Right now we're trying to make the ball look good in each of the 4 worlds that we have for the person who joined. So we're just setting up a quick script to do that basically changes the alpha depending on... And if this logic in the script doesn't make sense to you, let me know. Okay, ball alpha changer. Cool, so now we'll need to go through... But yeah, we just got our first Discord person, Sam. It was pretty epic, actually. He saw the video, one of the videos I put out, and he asked me for more help. It's really exciting for me. I'm excited to get the community started. Okay, so then we'll want to put that script on this ball alpha changer. Otherwise, it won't do anything. And then we'll want to go through... And then we'll want to go through and actually... Where are my scenes? When the project gets bigger, you just get totally lost. Okay, so let's take a look at World 2. But yeah, it's so, I mean, YouTube is like extremely exhilarating in like a really weird way. It's like, you know, because I was working on Grove. This one could actually probably do for a little increase in the alpha. I can't even see that I'm inside of a ball. What am I doing? Oh. All right, let's see if that looks good. This one's fun, a little half pipe. All right, let's do 0.35 for World 2. Yeah, but it's like weirdly exhilarating because I was working on Grove for like 2 years, and it's not until the end of the 2 years that you actually get any sort of feedback. But YouTube, it's basically instant. Like you put out a video and you get like one more subscriber, and you're like, oh yeah, I want to get the subscribers, like. So that's funny. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so clearly the ball is like way, way, way too obvious on this one. I don't know why it's set to that value right now. Not even that's probably too much. Even that's too much, I'd say. I can't tell if that's too much or if it's just right. Let's call it 0.72. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing here? You could switch the material from that grid to like a solid line of color around the center. Like that's the spot the ball is put together. Oh, you could also make a cool Zorb game from this. Just with an interesting environment. Like where you're just zorbing around, like you're just like running around a level, essentially. And I think you're right, Sam. I think I probably should do that, and I think that that should technically be easy for me to do. It's just they just switched how you make materials, and I'm still kind of learning how to do it. All right, and let's try World 4 now. No, I mean, I think the Zorb thing could be fun. I don't think it all... I don't know, actually. What do you think you would be doing in it? And this one might be good, actually. Live free or die hard? Oh. I'll probably bring it down just to... Oh, Tony, what's up, dude? You saw that Discord person we got? Pretty epic. The, player, ball... Tony, currently we are just changing the transparency of the ball to fit the world that you're in at the time. So this is probably pretty good. 0.0627. Yeah, Tony, I'll show you in a second. Here, Tony, I don't think you've seen all the backgrounds. Let me show them to you. I mean, it could be maybe I'll just call it Zorb RPG, Sam. And I'll just make as many RPG elements for it as possible. Like you'll get like upgrades, you'll go on quests, you'll roll into the tavern and roll up to the bar and they'll be like, I heard ye old cauldron master was making potions that kill people. Go find him and take him down. And you just Zorb into him. You just like roll into him, just kill him. Like, I did it. Okay. Yeah, so Tony, so we got the space one. We got the fire world. We got Iceland. And we got the normal one. Pretty cash. Whatever, only took me a day. You have a sword but can't use it because you're in the ball. Or the sword is like attached to one point on your ball and you have to so you're like trying to roll and like hit him with it at the same time. It's the ultimate shield attack combo. Okay, so why is this telling me that... Oh, Austin, what's up? What's up, broski? Hey, we got a bunch of people coming in. This is cool. Okay. It's saying... Oh, I see. Wait. What's happening is the material isn't set yet. No, I mean, come on, it has to be. All right, let's try this. After a certain number of falls on a certain level, you should let them keep falling. Then after a couple seconds, they hear a voice that says something existential. Like Adventure Time. Sort of like before you were born, there was darkness. And people tried to escape it, but they could not. And they never will. And you cannot either. Let's take a look at this. Hey, 4 people, baby. We're killing it. I assume the 4th is Tony, but Tony never talks, so it's hard to say. Let's turn that opacity up just a tad. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, never mind. This could actually be a little bit higher. Wait a second. I'm just a big fool. No, this is right. Why did it feel like it wasn't blue? Let me check this. Is there some weird bug? And for those of you who don't know, we're changing the transparency of the ball to fit the level that you're in currently. No, it's blue. Why did it not look blue? It looked white or something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we won't worry about it too much right now. But let's go ahead and make that 8. Okay, so That's good. Let's say that that's good for now. We have all the necessary items to do that, at least. Okay, Sam, I agree. The ball probably should be just pretty much transparent, except for one part of it that is more. Sorry, that is like a line. Like the ball is connected on that line. Let me see if I can figure that out. I don't exactly know how I'll go about it, but maybe you guys can help me do it. All right, let's call it a lit shader graph. Let's give it ball. Let's open it up. And so basically we'll want it to be transparent. How did I make this other one? I have a ball material already. It's called glass. And the blending mode was alpha. Render face back. Okay. Two-sided. Hey, you know what? That almost looks like it already. Okay, wait a second. Clear coat. No, not clear coat. So this is how you make materials in the new version of Unity. It gives you less graph, and you'll see, we'll change it to see if we can make it look how we want it to look. But how exactly do I go about that? Its alpha will just be some value. Let's call it like 0.2 for now. So you got this little orb. Wait, is that like already done? Is that a line in the middle? Why would there be a line in the middle though? What's the smoothness value over here? It's 0. Oh, 0, not negative. I'm just copying a lot of the stuff from this guy. Okay, and then we were using this map here. Okay, so basically the idea is that for this base color here, which is going to determine this, we need to essentially give it some function that, based on its, oh geez, oh, I don't know how to do this. That based on its position gives it some sort of color. Okay, wait a second. All right, well, let's just learn while we do it. Okay, looks like its position. We want object. And then we want basically the Y value. Geez, I don't know. It's crazy because programming this myself, like you can't really program it anymore. It used to be that I could just write a script. Let's see if I have any shaders in here. Like I would just write this myself, just using code like I write everything else. But now they make you use this thing, and suddenly it's like I don't know what I'm doing literally at all. Okay, well, let's talk out what we're trying to do. We're basically trying to take the object space of the ball, because that is never going to change for that ball specifically. And we're trying to say like, hey, if the Y value of that object, which is denoted in green here, is some value, up here it's 1, down here it's -1. If it's some value between 0.1 and -0.1, then make it this shade of blue, except a little bit darker, is how we would do that. But I don't necessarily know how to do that, so we're going to work it out here. But basically we have this we have this object space now, so I guess we'll want to, is there some sort of like vector 3? I think we want some sort of swizzle. I think they call it here. And if this isn't making sense to you guys, let me know. It's like I'm just learning the code again. So another version of this Sam that I think would maybe be a little bit better is half the ball is one color and the other half is another color. And so for that, I just need to basically check the y value if it's greater than 0 or less than 0. For some reason, this isn't working like it should be. We're trying to do some sort of if statement. Like we're... Okay, I don't know why this worked, but it looks like it is working, so that's not bad. Okay, so we got this at least, this kind of a half ball. So it looks like I took the position, I split it, meaning I was like, okay, give me the different values of this vector, because the position is gonna be a three-dimensional vector, right? An x, y, and a z. And I split it and said, just give me the y, which corresponds to g. And then I said, okay, if that y value is less than or equal to 0, output b, which I guess will be true or false. And then here, okay, I see. And then here, I bet you if I made this 0.1, yeah. Okay. I'm saying if it was true, this thing that I gave it, if it was true, make it 1, and if it was false, make it 0. Okay, and then I output that value. So that's not bad. I think we're on the right track there. Don't need this anymore. So that's not bad. We're on the right track at least. And now we basically need to take that and multiply it by a color. Come on, yeah, here we go. Specifically this color. And we want to I guess we're not worried about the color, we're worried about the alpha. So maybe it's just this. That's kind of fun. Holy crap, we totally just did shader graph. That was epic. It's my first time doing that. Does anyone, while I'm just messing around here, because this is gonna look weird, I just want to see it. Does anyone have any questions about what we did or how we did it? Sam, this is something that I think you would probably like a lot, this shader graph stuff. Okay, I'm not saying anything. And that's probably... Okay, so I think that should be pretty good. And now, of course, we just have to set these to values that actually make sense. So we'll set this to... Dang, okay, wait a second. I don't know what, 0.2 and 0.1? Huh. Okay, so I guess this is actually more just kind of making me feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm than it is good. I guess I was really expecting it to feel good, getting some like serious feedback about where your ball was in its rotation, but it's just too much. Like it's like really in my eyes. Like it's stressing me out that it's waving in front of my face like this right now. Ah. So we'll probably just put that back to the checkerboard. I think it was a good idea in theory, Sam. Like as I'm going faster, it's like really stressing me out more and more. I'm gonna get like a... There I am, baby. Number one. Okay. So we'll just switch that back. I think that was a good idea in theory, and it still was good because we learned shader graph. But in the end, it was just an artistic choice to switch back. Let me just make sure that that actually did switch back. Looks like it did. Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. So that was good. It's nice to learn. And now we'll just see if we can polish the levels a little bit. We'll basically just go through each level and see if there's anything wrong. Alright, I think this one's good. Which makes sense, I've played it a lot. Oh wow, that really zoomed me out. This guy maybe needs to be moved down a tad. And then I think these are rotating based on their... transform. They should be rotating based on physics. And let's make sure that that works real quick. Oh, I get it. It doesn't want to work. And that's because there was no rigid body on it. This needs to be set to continuous. This needs to be set to interpolate. No gravity, kinematic, 0. And now it should work just fine. Okay, so before it was really jittery, it is not really jittery anymore. Okay, I guess I thought it would be a little bit jittery, and it maybe is slightly, but overall it's pretty good. Set the time real quick, and then let's head to the next level. So we'll save that, we'll go to level 3. And substance is really giving me trouble. Okay. Level 3. So these ones... This level I might just... I guess I'm not going to remake it at this point, but this level annoys me. This is my worst level for sure. It's the one that I'm worried about with people. This is the one where I'm worried people will just stop playing. Okay. Let's take a look here. So the main problem... And I heard your voice is too young to say goodbye. 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 And I stood on your front porch talking to your brother. Don't see him much anymore. Things have changed since you've been gone. Did we learn the hard way? Alright, let's... And this guy here... Basically want everything to be moving via physics. Because it's a physics-based game, we want it basically all to be moving via physics and none of it to be moving just... Because obviously if I'm moving things in a scene, I can move it like this. And you can do that in script too. But that doesn't really have anything to do with physics, does it? Like if I'm running a whole physics simulation under this, I should move it with physics. Especially if a ball that uses physics is going to have to bounce off of it. I shouldn't be like just moving it arbitrarily. Does anyone know when they're announcing the next Pokemon game? Because I want to play. Alright, and this is looking way better now too, actually. This was really bad earlier. And it's still kind of bad because this bouncing thing happens. Alright, it looks like there's problems at the end there. Let's take a look at it. Who's logging this? Oh. Okay. I was like, what the heck is happening? It was trying to fall. I had gravity on. So it was continuously trying to fall every frame, and then it would be reset every frame. So let's take a look at this now. Boop. Boop. Oh! This level's actually really hard. Oh! All it really takes is some patience, I suppose. Alright, I don't know if I'm ever gonna catch it on this rotation. I need to... Maybe this next one. I need to like switch platforms or something. Alright, here we go. No! Okay, no! Okay, let's see. I should get it on this one. Wow. Alright, that's probably the last time I ever try that level. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I should just make 3 more rotaries and not have this last part here. I'll consider that. Slipping away. Okay, check this out. Forgot to check that on the other level, actually. Sometimes the finish line is too high. There we go. Let's go back to the other level and make sure, since I didn't finish it. Okay. And last level. Oh yeah, this one's a doozy too. Dang it. These ones that are hard. If you guys are ever using Unity and you get stuck on this hand and you can't get out of it, know that you can just come up here and click this. For the longest time, I just was having such a hard time with that. In fact, maybe I should make a YouTube video about that. Because I really was. And it's still a problem. Let me write that down real quick. Okay. Let's take a look. I still have so far to go. No, oh, thank God. Okay, very cool. Doesn't matter anyway. Alright, let's check the next level. And all I want is you to stay. Okay, I don't think anything could really be wrong with this one. Except that this is really low. Move it up. Okay, and then we'll play real quick just in case. Super sick half pipe. Jump out of it. No. Okay, very cool. So that one works. This one I actually like. It's like deceptively good. And you'll see why in a second. It's deceptively good because, and I accidentally did this. but I guess a smart game designer would have done it on purpose. You can't, at least as far as used to be able to, you can't just power your way up this hill. So you have to get some speed, but then there's a real short ramp at the end. So you have to get your speed nicely. And then it's hard to carry it over to the next one. Basically, it's not that hard, but I think it'll be really good for the people who are trying to get the top speed for the level. You know what I'm saying? Like this one has like a really high ceiling of skill. Okay, very cool. So that one appears to be in working order. 2-3. See if I can escape. Okay, I cannot. I haven't successfully been able to do a loop-de-loop in here. I was hoping maybe I would be able to. This level is clearly really awesome. Especially now that I've changed the environment, it's so epic. Especially when you come out and see like the whole environment after not having really seen it. Okay. So that appears to more or less be in working order. Let me actually go to the finish line though. The finish line is the most likely thing to be messed up. So that's good. Yeah, I think this is the slalom one. This one probably could be better. But I won't be too hard on myself about it. Man, I'm being too much of a freaking baby about this angle. Okay. And then we'll play it. Oh man, this one's crazier now too, now that I've changed the... Okay, very cool. That one seems to be in working order. Next one. It's fun going back and replaying these. I actually haven't... Sorry, I need to take a look at these before... I'm just playing them now. I'm not even like fixing them. I don't know what I'm doing. Did you learn the hard way? Or maybe once a mistake. Did you... Think about it in the end. None of doesn't seem to plans. When they think of you. Alright, cool. Then I believe this is already... No, it's not actually. Okay, cool. It is based off physics. That's good. Is move randomly based off physics as well? It is. Okay, that's good. That's exactly what I want. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. Was there something particularly epic that I did? God, this level... You were so right, Tony. It's so much better when it feels like this cohesive. Like the ground is blue, the environment is ice. So nice. Music matches it. I'm amazing! I'm amazing! Yeah, heck yeah. Take that map. Okay. I'm gonna have to go through and see if I can get the best time. Oh. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to go through and see if I can get the best times on all these. Oh yeah, there we go. Is that one too easy? Yeah, you like that background, Tony. I guess that makes sense. It was your idea after all. Let's up the speed to 18. Actually, let's make it 20 and let's see if I can beat it. Oh, dang it. Too hard or just right? Okay, so you can definitely beat it. Let's do 25. I don't want this to be too easy, you know. I want it to be daunting. Did you know? Oh my god, I'm too good. Okay. Is it like spinning so fast now that it's easier somehow? Does that make sense in any way? Okay, I can't see. It's behind me. I feel like I'm doing a dance with the platform. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, okay, no wonder. I wasn't even upping the speed. I was like, what the heck? It's just as easy as it always was. And now I'm just making the rotation random. All right, let's take a look at this. Because if you can basically look at it and tell exactly what's going to happen, it's not all that interesting, is it? All right, let's call the base speed 75. Let's call the speed range 50. And let's see what that gets us. Because before it was just a constant speed, the rotation. And now if we watch it, we should be able to see that it should speed up or slow down its rotation. Okay, let's make this more obvious. Huh. All right, let's see here. Let me check. I need to look at this function real quick. So I was getting a random error there. It should be speeding up and slowing down its rotation, but that's not really what we're seeing, so I don't see how that can be. I must be making a silly mistake in here somewhere. Let me take a look at it. Base speed plus oh Dom. You never actually set the speed range. You crazy person. Alright, so now we're seeing it. Oh, I messed up. Everybody laugh at Dom, who doesn't know how to program. Talking to your brother, don't see him much anymore. Things have changed since you've been gone. Alright, now let's see what this gets us. Okay, let's check it out. Alright, this looks a little harder now. In fact, it looks pretty dauntingly hard. Oh! But if I can beat it... Oh, dang it! Got freaking rocked. Oh, it's coming near me. Okay, I got this. Okay, that's not a good start after I got this, but I can do it. I think. Holy crap. I can't read it literally at all, which makes sense because it's totally random now, the speed at which it rotates. That was totally my chance and I blew it. Okay, let's see. Alright, I think it's a little too hard. It's a little too hard. Let's bring this down to 100. Or 90. You know what, actually? All right, all right. Okay, it's close enough that I'm feeling good about it so far, at least. Oh, yeah? Okay, cool. Because you want it to be difficult enough to take a few tries, but I also want the people who are trying to get the high scores to feel like they don't have to, like, play it 10 times just to beat it once, just to see if they got the high score on that. God, putting this VR headset on constantly, day over day, it gives you some serious acne around the face here. This one turned out really good, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. Things have changed since you've been gone. Did you learn the hard way? Maybe just a mistake. And then it starts hardening every time you put the headset on. Hit the half pipe, come back. Oh! Okay, so one thing I think I'll fix on this level is I don't really like that. What do you guys think? Should I have this funnel? Should I have this funnel or should I get rid of that? Or maybe make it smaller? No, I can't really make it smaller now because you have to be able to fit through that hole. Okay, anyway. Where's the materials? Red checkerboard world. I guess I never made a red checkerboard object space. So let's go to shaders, world 3, red checkerboard. Let's duplicate it. Let's open it and let's just delete that link, save it, go here, call it UV space, because that's what it'll be using. Then we'll go back to our arts and make another material. Call it UV. And it will be called that because it's going to use the red checkerboard UV space. And then we'll double click that. Cool. And we'll double click. Alright, don't make it hard on me. Double click that. Oh my god, that's horrible. What is that? What's happening here? It won't let me. There we go. What's going on here? This isn't right. It's clearly not world space. Did I put the material on it? I did. So why is it not working? Oh, okay. I forgot that I had two of them. I had totally forgotten that. That's funny. Okay, they're both using that correct shader now. But is the inside all messed up? Okay, good enough, I think. Okay, so now it's just the top that's doing it, and that's pretty much what I wanted. The tube pretty much looks terrible, but I think I'm fine with that. Okay. Clearly a miss. Hey, does anybody have any interest in finding music on YouTube Audio Library that they think would better fit this level than the one that I currently have? Because I will use it. Because this one pretty much, it sounds like space, which is the next one. All right, next level. Did I even check that this is going to move correctly? Yeah, it's not. And now let me try one more time just to make sure it didn't mess anything up. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, very cool. 3-2, here we come. Which one is this? This is a good one. I don't think there's really anything I have to do here. This one is great if you want to throw up. Dang it. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. This one is classically fun. It's classically horrible on the stomach is what it is. Okay, I love that level. That one's so funny. Okay, but it appears it's good to go. This one's interesting. Carjacker helped me make this one. Let me check the basics first before I just jump in there. I'm like keep forgetting what it is that I'm actually doing here, which is making sure everything is like moving via physics and that the finish lines are placed correctly. Okay, so none of these were going to move by physics, so it's good that I grabbed them. Alright, and let's test it out now. This one's tough too. I might need some space for this one. Okay, two things on this level. One, the repercussions for falling off those stairs in the beginning are pretty much non-existent. And like you just end up landing on this platform. So I think I'm just going to make this one a little bit smaller. Like that. And move it over. And you'll probably still be able to land on it, but let's call that like a happy bug. Or let's do this. You know what? I actually think it needed to be that far away because or else you can like shoot off the stairs and fly over and land on this railing and ride it down. So let's just make that first one maybe a little bit thicker in this direction. Okay, and then on top of that, these ones I actually would like to give the same UV space material. Let's check that out again. Getting carpal tunnel for some reason. Okay, so first of all, if I fall off these stairs... Oh, I can still do it. Oh, it's okay. Oh, okay. I need to be able to rotate. Or else this level's really hard. This level is a pain. Oh. Yes! Oh no. Oh no. No! No! Oh, thank God. No! Oh my... Thank God. Wow, that level is pretty well designed, actually. It's pretty much extremely stressful the whole way through. Because you've already made it through so many trials and tribulations that you don't want to, you don't want to, like, lose out right at the end. Okay. Next one. Finish line looks good. Okay. This one is nothing crazy to it, so there shouldn't really be anything to fix. It's kind of like a swimming pool, Sam. In a way. Well, that was really dumb. Okay, and I have a small idea for this one. I think the player spawn, I have it lined up with that one. I think I'm going to put it... in the center. Because I believe that it will still be faster to walk over here and line yourself up for the reason that if you take any other one, you have to slow down at the end here. Whereas this one, you do not. But it's a little too easy if you're perfectly lined up. You just go forward and go fast. So this should make it a little bit harder where you have to actually go over and line yourself up. And if you want to be really quick, you're going to have to really get good at that. So you'll fly over and then you'll start going. But that kind of instantly makes it harder, I think. Because if you don't have perfect accuracy right in the beginning, it's going to be tough. It is a little bit helped by the fact... Okay, that's way better. Oh, this one, the good all level. Okay. And I don't know if anybody left, but it looked like it went down for a second then back up. So hey to whoever just joined. We are going through the levels right now, and we are polishing them to make sure that there's no mistakes for release. So we're on to World 4. Okay, so this one is pretty difficult actually. Let me make sure that these are all rotating correctly. Yeah, they should by this point, because by this point I had realized I needed to do everything by physics. So that should all be fine, but I will need to beat it to make sure that it's beatable. And now these levels will probably start taking me longer to beat since they're harder. Let's see. Okay, so this one's in space, and the music is good. I still need better music for World 3. Nod, nod. Alright, so we'll just go for it on this one. Don't really know how to time it appropriately. Oh, okay, good. And this one, we'll do the same thing. Hopefully we just make it through. Okay, not exactly. We'll try that again. And for some reason, okay, so I see the first problem. This thing. This thing, I don't know why when it starts, it spins. Let's see here. Okay, it almost looks like maybe the hinge joint is like not. Oh, it isn't. Yeah, it's totally not in the center. What is that about? Okay, cool. And just so I don't have to go through the whole thing just to realize this is broken, let's take the player spawn. Let's move it over here so we can test that seesaw out. Did I fix this? Yeah. And let's test that. Okay, cool. So it does work nicely. So then we'll bring the player spawn back. And play. All right, let's see if we can beat this bad boy. Should be good there. All right, next one. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. Please. Please, no. Seesaw is like deceptively hard. I'm gonna hit that thing. Oh, too slow. Alright, that should be good. Alright, next one. Should be good. Oh, no. Alright, alright. I'm going for just as much speed as possible. I think speed is the name of the game on this one. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh no. Okay, there we go. And now these terrible hammers of death. Okay, instant death on it. Dang it. Okay. That's fine. Let's assume that it works. But let's just make sure real quick that the finish line works. Okay. Good. Okay, cool. And then we'll actually need to go to the database real quick and get rid of my score for that one. Because really I cheated. So we'll just say danger dom 80. Well, actually, we'll just get rid of that whole document. Just because I don't know what a good time for that level is, since I never beat it. All right, this one's pretty... This one's pretty good too. I like this one. Continuous, interpolate, zero, kinematic, physics. Awesome. So let's see about this one. Okay, what's going on here? Sorry, the camera is a little bit jittery, and it's more noticeable on this level than the other ones. But I'm going to see if I can fix that. Yeah, I'm suspecting that it has to do with... So the player's camera follows the ball. I'm suspecting it has to do with when exactly I make that update. Update was better than fixed update. Let's try late update. And if this doesn't work, I have another idea. Because just to make sure we are hitting frame rate, yes, of course we are. We have extremely minimal. question if this will work. All right, let's check this out. Basically, I'm just gonna move it via physics instead of. Okay, so it looks bad there. Let me copy this real quick. All right, let's see how this is. Yeah, this what I'm talking about would be hard for you guys to see on the stream, but it's just that basically it looks like. Okay, so far so good. Let me kill myself real quick. I can't tell if it's any smoother. I think it might be. All right, we'll go with. We'll go with this version because this one was pretty good too. And we'll stick with that for now. And let's see if we can beat this level. Dang, it's already 4. I guess it makes sense that polishing would have taken us a little bit, since we have to go through and basically beat every level. Well, let's see here. Do the first jump. Second one. Okay, and I can't tell. Now I'm actually thinking the physics one was better. Sorry to switch back to it, but suddenly it was looking like that one was pretty bad. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, this feels much smoother, I think. Okay. There's only one thing I am a little worried about. And that would be... What was I on? 4-2? And that would be speed. I wonder if it gets worse the faster you go, if it'll get ruined somehow. No, it's pretty nice. Okay. Hey, new best time. Alright, cool. So let's go back to that other level that we were working on. Let's see if we can beat it real quick. Doop. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is actually a little bit stressful. Okay. No, what am I, an idiot? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So dumb. Oh no. Okay, I do question... Dang it. Now I have to freaking beat this thing. Okay, I'm gonna make some space for myself here. I have to beat it to make sure it's possible. The music for this one is so epic. Oh my gosh, this is so massively stressful. Okay, okay. Oh, I knew I should have gone there. Here we go, here we go. Oh, oh no. Alright, new plan. Say that I beat it. Where's the fall boundary? Okay. We'll take it. Okay, 4-3. This one I don't believe is actually too difficult. Although I suppose it's a little difficult to be consistent. This will probably be another one where it's not too hard, but your speed... But it'll be hard to get the top speed on. Okay. That one's fine. Sorry, I just changed it, so I just need to make sure. I'm not going to beat the whole thing, but just make sure it works. For some reason, they look so jittery to me. And they really shouldn't. Huh. Looks like we have a performance problem on this one. Okay, first of all, I need to use, so you basically never want to create garbage. How to explain this? Computing essentially uses two things. One is a processor that takes things and like multiplies them, works with them, that sort of thing. And the other is memory, where you store things. You say like, hey, remember this computer, remember this. And the computer only has a certain amount of memory, let's call it 8 gigabytes. So you can't just keep saying, remember these things, remember these things, remember these things for too long, or eventually it'll run out of memory and the whole thing will crash. So you have something called a garbage collector, which basically goes through and releases or says like, oh, okay, that memory is not used. We don't need to remember this anymore on a bunch of things that don't matter anymore. But it's expensive to run that garbage collection, so you don't really want to generate garbage. But strings, so when I'm setting this text here, they do actually generate a considerable amount of garbage. So I basically just need to get rid of that string builder. I don't know, where is string builder? I'm actually not even sure how to use it. Okay, so then basically I need to use this, so insert removes. Okay, cool. So here I'll basically need to say remove sbuilder dot remove from 0 sbuilder dot length. Okay, cool. First clear it. Oh, you know what? I need two. I forgot I was doing this. Okay. Okay, I'm a little dubious that none of this will generate garbage, but I guess supposedly that's the case, so let's see. And I know I believed in you. One second here. I'm just having to create a Guardian. For some reason it... Oh. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's still allocating garbage. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I thought. What is this other? Okay, well, let's see if we can get rid of the garbage on this first. Let's see what it is generating the garbage first of all. And this is kind of what we were trying to avoid by making it all fairly simple from the get-go, is this having to do optimizations. All right, come on. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, it's still allocating garbage, but less of it. So it looks like this was... Let's try this again. Okay, now it's 0 bytes. Very cool. Okay. So let's see if we can figure out why string builder. The whole point of it is that string builder is not supposed to generate garbage. So let's see if we can figure out why it totally is. Huh, okay, this is kind of interesting. Let's see how this does. Alright, somehow I managed to do even... somehow I managed to make it even worse on that one. Was it the length? Okay, the length doesn't help much. I'm fairly certain I was sitting at about 120 a second ago here. Let's see if we can at least get back to that, because we were at 200 originally. $122. Okay. I do have another question here. If I set these to constant strings, will any garbage be allocated? Okay. But I just realized it doesn't really solve my problem. He was saying I could make an array of strings initially, but the numbers can really be anything. And if I was to create all the possible numbers, and if I was to create all the possible numbers, then I would still have to add them together. And when I added them together, it would generate garbage, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it looks like we'll just have to live with some garbage. Apparently string builder isn't really a thing anymore. Still better than the 200 we had. We'll look at one more link. Alright, cool. We'll just live with it for now. That's fine. Looks like everybody's having this problem. The bigger problem was that something else is... Something else is really hurting our performance on this. Early update, XR update. Okay, that's not good. For some reason, these are not batching. And what that means is they're not... Let me think. They're not being rendered at the same time. It renders this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And that's not what we want. And it doesn't work for us. Now, why that is, I don't know, because they all have the same materials. Let's look it up. Okay, looks like the SRP batcher is no good right now. Let's check that out. Huh, okay, interesting. It looks like the SRP batcher does not exactly abide by the same rules. Let's get rid of this. Bring this up. Okay, I'm not seeing a performance difference with it on and off. I guess we'll just keep it on. Suddenly it looks fine, but I don't know why. And it must have been the frame rate, but it couldn't have possibly been just that amount of garbage that we got rid of. Was there a blizzard, Jake? that you were dealing with. That's pretty epic. Like driving back from work, it was a blizzard or something. Oh, I'm doing some like optimization right now that I was hoping I wouldn't have to do, but let's call that done. Now I'm a little worried about when I actually put it on the Quest if it's gonna run correctly, because if it doesn't, we're pretty much screwed. Was it rough by... Okay, alright, come on, what's happening? The frame rate's terrible. Something in others is really... Others is great because it doesn't actually tell you what's happening. Well, that's cool, Jake. I wish I had a blizzard. That sounds pretty sweet. Yeah. People... I don't know. How do I... I don't know what this other is. I don't know how to... Wow, that's pretty intense. Yeah, let's look at the render thread. Yeah, it looks like it must be this early update, XR update. Alright, we'll do a quick Google. I don't know if that's true, Jake. I think they're pretty much sweet everywhere. Well, Jake, that's just because you don't know how to drive good. You just gotta get good at driving. I don't know if that was the snow's fault. Jeez, dude. Alright, whatever. We'll just hope that it works on the headset. Alright, let's see if we can beat this level. Jake, I don't drive because if I did, it would make everybody else feel bad about their ability. It's altruistic. Alright, let's see if I can beat this stupid level. Where for some reason my frame rate is down. Too easy. Too easy, so good. Okay. Oh! That was your fault, Jake. Not my fault. The best part about this level is that this is the easy part. Yeah, I guess it was wishful thinking that I could go in there. Damn it. Okay, come on. Come on, Tom. Let's do it. Jake, this level is hard. You can't even drive an orb. Well, you haven't tried it yet, Jake. So you don't know how hard it is to drive the orb. I need to get some sweet footage of me driving this orb and throw it up on TikTok. Alright, and the nice part is that this is actually the hard part here. No! Oh my freaking frick, dude. Alright, let me at least get on that part. This level is nice and hard like it should be. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Oh, I'm done. I'm screwed. It may surprise you, Jake, but that last part is actually possible. Oh, Jake, I was thinking it would be funny that... I was thinking about that joke you made about Bisa. And I was thinking it would be a funny TikTok to have, like, us texting each other. And I'm like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And you're like, you're laying with Lisa or something. And obviously, this would all be faked. You're laying with Lisa or something, and you text back, and you're like, oh, yeah, dude, what's up? And she's like, oh, who you texting? And then he's like... Dom, and she's like, oh, say I said hi, and then it shows me, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, and then it goes back to you guys, and she's like, ah, I know you miss me or whatever, and I go, oh, Lisa, I thought you said Bisa, and then she still has the phone, and she looks at you and goes, who the fuck is Bisa? And then we like girlfriends be like, so let me know what you think about that, because I think that would be pretty funny. All right. Step at my fall. Now I wanted. Okay, and let's just make sure it works. You can't even drive it over. That's funny. I just feel like it's got a nice twist at the end. And it's already funny to say the Bisa thing. And then yeah, oh, I did it. And I'll forever have the best time. Okay. Let me go ahead and delete that real quick. That way I'm not a huge cheater. And I won't even try. Okay, last one. Oh, I've actually never beaten this one. This one seriously sucks. I'd like to think the ape in this orb is the same ones the Russians sent to space and left for dead. Did they leave that ape for dead? I thought that in true Russian form they worked hard to get the ape back, and because it served the country so well. Okay, I'm not sure why. Oh, come on. Is that true? Are you sure? I can't tell if it's perfectly lined up with the floor or if it's like really high over the floor. It's really tripping me out. Oh, it's like, wait, is it going through it a little bit? Is it above it or oh my gosh, I can't see. Maybe I can get a better angle over here. All right, whatever. Alright, let's hit it. Alright, good start. Good, good. Guess there's a reason it's the last level. Alright, better. This might legit be impossible. I've seen the world. Okay. Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. I'm in a rhythm now. No! It's so much harder that they're angled. I've been wearing this headset so much it's cutting my ears. It's like cutting right above my ears. Oh. Sorry, Jake, I can't say if you're saying anything. There was a dog they sent one-way trip and abandoned. All the others they at least hoped to get back. Some were successful, but there were a lot of casualties. But yeah, it's fun. I guess like before we know anything about space, I guess it makes sense to send up a chimpanzee or something. Where are they getting all these chimpanzees to descend into space? Like who's breeding medical grade chimpanzees? You know, because lab rats cost like $200 each. They're like insanely expensive. So it's a pretty good business if you can. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I was doing so well too. I'm such a freaking idiot. I feel like I have to beat this one. Because I truly can't be sure that it's possible. You guys like watching me suffer, don't you? No, no. It's got to be possible. I'm actually not even sure it's possible. Alright, this is a good sign. It's the halfway point. It's just so hard because you lose your position on this. I just have to look straight. There's no way I can do it looking straight. It's impossible. They had prison fences. Did that really happen? A monkey, his parachute just didn't work? That's messed up. Okay, alright. This is truly worthy of being the last level. This level sucks. I am clearly getting better at it though. Holy crap. Don't make me finish it. I don't want to finish level. Level too hard. Not good. It's just such a cheater level. me at least raise up the fall boundary. So that it's not so horrific. I am getting better, Jake, okay? Just not exactly in a way that makes me win this. But I'm seeing so much more clearly now than I used to be. I feel like I can tell what these blocks are going to do before they even do it. I was so confident in that last one, Jake. I truly thought I was about to beat it and laugh in your face. Which is not quite what happened, but it felt like it was gonna. If it even nicks you, and if it even nicks you, you're done. I don't think it hit me. What the heck just happened? I made a bad game. If anybody's watching, I wouldn't play this game if I were you. It sucks. Did I say sucks? I meant it's one of the greatest games in the world. Oh, damn it. Come on, baby. I got this. I'm just clearly getting better. And it's such a bummer because when you get hit by one and the other one hits you, sometimes you think like, oh, I'm gonna get pushed back up onto the... I'm getting pushed back up. Oh, I'm saved. And you're never saved. You just get pushed into the other thing and then it knocks you off. It's just like another second of torture before you die. You know what might work? Okay. Doesn't, not quite. I'm getting like a little uncomfortably good at this one level. This is brutal. I swear to God, I didn't get hit. There's something wrong with one of these. I'm checking the bounding boxes. One of these is messed up. Alright, there we go. What a game. I deserve that. No matter how many times that happens to me, I still think to myself like, oh, I'm about to be saved. It's going to be so epic. And I know it's just will never happen. Oh my goodness. I can't even gauge where I am in this stupid ball. So embarrassing. Alright, I'm trying 3 more times and I'm calling it. I refuse to be pushed around by my own game. Oh no. And the music, like, it picks up when it like picks up at the perfect time. You're getting so nervous at the end. Apparently the Soviets were going to let the oxygen run out and kill the dog that way, but the ship had a poor heat shield, so it died from heat exhaustion shortly after launch. Poor dog. He's in heaven somewhere. What was the plot to All Dogs Go to Heaven? Was it that dog was a bad dog, and then it probably turned out that he was just bad because his owner was mean to him or something. But then he found an owner who really loved him, and did something good for her at the end, and ends up going to heaven or something. Do you remember? This is dumb. I'm not doing it. All right. That's a dumb level. Don't play that level. All I need to do now is make sure that you can actually beat it, and then we'll be rolling. Oh yeah. Let's delete that because I never beat that. Okay, cool. Alright, I hope you all enjoy that level as much as I did. Good luck on it. Okay. Yeah, right? I hope that people do. I hope people like it enough to try to get the best times on it. It would be really interesting. Okay. Let's see here. So now we've looked over all those. Go through and polish levels. Yeah, I'll need to beat the game. I don't think I want to do this. They can do that themselves. Alright, let's put a lava sound effect in World 3 and then let's be done. Just totally at random. Alright, let's see if we can find a royalty-free lava effect. That's me. Okay, don't exactly need 10 hours of it. Doesn't say anything about the licensing, so we can't use that one. Need more free sounds. Okay. I'll take that as I can use it. Although, it sounds terrible. I don't like it. It makes me feel gross when I listen to it. Oh, he shouldn't have said this here. Because now all I can hear is the marbles. It was pretty good though. It just sounds more like boiling water than it does lava.
Preview.
All right, I like this one. They say not to use MP3s in games, by the way, because it's low quality, but yeah. Who cares? Okay. The purple one. Which one is that? Oh, this one? Oh, that's the one I just used, right? Yeah. Yeah, I like this one because it sounds like it's in a huge cavern. And it's got a lot of the rocks hitting other rocks sounds to it. If that makes sense. Like you can hear the like... So I think that'll work. I think that'll do nicely. Okay, so let's hop back here. Probably should separate those, but whatever. You know what, I need to edit this first. How do I zoom in? What is it like? Alright, whatever. Oh. I would need it to come out through the... Yes, I get it. Okay. Wait a second. I don't even know. It's crazy how hard it is just to click the end of that thing. And why it makes that sound, I don't know. I'm getting pretty frustrated with it. Just click this. Just give me the end. Jeez. That's still not going to work. What is it that I'm trying to do here? I was trying to... Sorry, I'm just trying to loop it correctly. So I would need... Why did I think that was going to work? What am I... Okay, here's what I was trying to do. Oh. Just trying to do something like this. Okay, so now if I can play it from here. All right, let's say this whole middle part isn't here so I can test it. I don't know what the clicking is, but I don't think it'll be in the final copy. All right, we'll just wait 40 seconds. It's quicker than Googling it. Yeah, so to make something seamless, you take a piece from the beginning, copy it, put it at the end, then delete it because you know that the thing you copied it from is going to be seamless. Which I'll explain. Okay, don't know why it's making the clicking sound, but whatever. Is it just part of the end? No, it's something wrong with Audacity. Okay, because basically if you take this beginning part here and you copy that and then you move it to the end and then you delete that part, now the new start will be what was actually right after this and the new end will be right here at the end here. So you'll know that it'll be seamless essentially. So let's export this. Oh. Not in music. Okay, so it did export it with whatever artifacts it was creating. I don't care. I don't know why it's doing that. That's pretty much whatever. Unless those artifacts were in the original video, which now I'm a little curious about. It looks like they were. I wonder if there's like a declicker. Okay, that's whatever. Fair enough. It's got some clicks in it. Still probably the best sound effect. So we'll go back to Unity. Well, actually, we'll go to the scriptable object, audio, sound effects, and we'll copy this one. And we'll rename this lava sound effect. Then we'll take lava flow. And we'll give it a spatial blend of 2D, play on awake, loop. And let's call it that. And then let's go back to scene 3-1. And in here, we'll copy this and call it lava sound effect. And we'll give it the lava sound effect. And let's see how that sounds. Okay. I'd like it to sound like it was coming from below you. I might be able to get away with that if I write a quick script. Let me see. It's just weird sounding that it's coming from like around you, I have to say. And we're pretty over time now, but let's just hit it with the it was, well, we actually don't know how loud it's going to need to be. Let's do spatial blend. Pretty much all 3D. And let's go ahead and write a script. Let's get rid of those. And I don't believe that's in the other scenes, but let me make sure that it's not. Okay. Need to get rid of these two. If they're in there, even if they're... Okay. It'll just make the game way bigger, essentially. Bigger than it needs to be, like memory-wise. Okay. Let's see here. What was I doing? I was writing a script. I'm starting to lose it. Okay, let's see what this gets us. Alright, this background music is driving me insane. Okay. Let's see. Why is its volume down? Oh, my frame rate is really low for some reason. Um, let's go 0.8 and let's do something else real quick. Let's have it stay in the same plane that it starts in. So essentially it'll make it so that if you go up higher, you won't hear the lava, and if you go lower, you'll hear it more, which should be pretty cool. Except the only problem with that is that maybe that doesn't work, because if you fall, okay, we don't have to get crazy fancy with it. We'll just do this. We don't need to take too much time on this lava sound effect. Okay, because we got other things we need to do. And let's copy that and put it in the other scenes. Actually, let's not put it in this one since you're inside a ball. Okay, and on this one, we will put it, but we're going to get rid of this part of it. And we're just going to move it down here. And we're just going to move it like here. Okay, cool. So that should be good. And yes, okay. Well, that'll be it for today. We did get a substantial amount done, mostly just the polishing. That stuff was always going to take a little while. Then we got this miscellaneous thing done. Tomorrow, I think we'll probably start off by. We're just really going to have to do more testing, I think, essentially. Well, I should probably do this at some point. I should probably do that at some point. Let me, and how I do that will kind of depend on this. So, and the next one, let's go ahead and get the new music for World 3, some music that actually makes sense for it. And then we'll go ahead and build and quest and test for quest. So that should be good. But it's all coming together. Yeah, it's pretty close. And I just went through the app submission process for Oculus, for the Oculus App Lab, and it was pretty easy. So we should be good. And then, well, it's the first new Oculus App Lab release. Okay, cool. Which reminds me, we actually need to make submit to App Lab. That will be part of it. I should do that on stream so that you guys know how to do it. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining today, and I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow.